A few weeks ago I made this custom shoe and shared it on my Instagram, and you guys had so many questions. How to make the holes, how to attach the little strings here, where to get the laces from, and so on. So I put up a little Instagram question tool, whatever you call it, and these have been the most asked questions. It's materials, how to make the holes, how to attach the little strings, and where to get the laces from. I also said if we hit 5k on my YouTube, I'll do a full-length tutorial, and we just hit 5k. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And for this special occasion, I ordered a brand new pair of Nike Dunks. I removed the laces already, as well as the insoles, and dyed them in coffee, as you do. Let's make some cool shoes, shall we? Okay, let's get started with the materials. So first off, I'm using a revolving punch pliers. This helps me make the holes in the shoe for the eyelets. I'm using size 4.5 millimeters. I'm also using an Exacto knife, as well as this sharp metal piece right here. I'm also using this little metal piece right here, as well as its counterpart. I'm using these elastic bands, and I'm also using toothpicks. For the shoe I'm using a Nike Dunk Low. You can use any shoe for this customization you want. And these are the eyelets. They already came with the two metal pieces I just showed you. And don't forget the hammer. Materials, check. Now we continue with how to make the holes. For reference, I got this pair right here. And as you can see, I made 4 holes on each side. Now we need the revolving punch pliers, and as mentioned, I'm using size 4.5 millimeters for the holes. So that's the first issue. The revolving punch pliers are not deep enough to reach every point where we want to place the eyelets. It only works on the back part of the shoe, so we have to use a sharp metal piece to drill the holes by ourselves. So for the next step, we are leaving some marks for the spots we want to have the eyelets at. You can also do this with a pen. Place the tool above the mark and press it together until you hear it. Now repeat the process. And I love this part. Now we have 1, 2, and we need another 2 holes at the front part of the shoe. Now we leave some marks again for the placement of the eyelet, and afterwards drill a hole by ourselves. Pretty good so far, but we have to make it a little bit bigger for the eyelets to fit in. So I'm using a brush. You can use a pen, a pair of scissors, a knife, whatever you got to make it a little bit bigger, but just be careful not to make it too big. 4 holes done, 4 to go. Now we jump to the next step, as making the holes on the other side is the complete same process that we just went through. Next step, how to attach the strings. First we put in the eyelets. To put the eyelets in, you can either use the revolving punch plier and a little plate on it to press it together, or you use the 2 metal pieces and the hammer and smash them together. As this is a relatively simple step, I don't want to get too much into detail. You can now go ahead and take a screenshot of both sides of the shoe for reference if you want to do a similar placement of the eyelets. Let's continue. How to attach the strings. For the strings I'm using this elastic band, and it's pretty elastic, as you can tell. Now we cut off a little piece and make a knot. And afterwards it should look like this. Because most of our work is taking place inside of the shoe, I recommend taping the tongue to the toe box so it doesn't fall back all the time. And that's a tutorial. I'm kidding. Before I go ahead and show you how to correctly attach the strings, please take a moment and like this video if you learned something so far, and subscribe to my channel. By subscribing to my channel, you allow me to make more of these tutorials for you guys, so please subscribe. Thank you. Now we are going to attach the little strings. For that you have to find the stitching below the insoles. While there's no official technique to do it, this is my technique and it worked great so far, so let's do it. This step can be a little bit annoying, but it's definitely worth it. So take your string and get it below 1 or multiple stitches. Now this is what I use the toothpicks for. Push them through and pull them out again, and the knot at the end will hold them back from falling out. Now take the string you already attached, push them through the eyelet and secure them by using a tape or a piece of toothpick. And that's what you have to repeat for every single string and eyelet. So we did 4 on each side, 2 shoes, it's 16 in total. So go ahead and repeat the process over and over and over. And that's how the inside looks. Where to get the laces from? I buy all my laces from All Above store on Instagram. They got low laces, overlaces, SB laces, cord. They got literally everything you need if you're a sneakerhead. I also got a discount code for you. I reached out to them and told them about the tutorial I was gonna do, and they sent me a 10% discount for you to use. All you gotta do is enter Maxplore 10 at the checkout process and you'll pay less for your lace. But please keep in mind, I'm not getting paid for this, neither do I get paid by YouTube for the videos, as I do not have the monetization turned on. All I'm asking you is to subscribe to my channel. Which one would you use, milk or white colorway? Let me know in the comments. I went with the white ones. For reference, they are 160 centimeters long. And that's it. As I'm pretty new to YouTube, please let me know in the comments what you thought about this tutorial, if it was helpful, if you learned something. Every feedback is much appreciated. For more details, the on-feet looks and also other sneaker customizations, check my Instagram. It's linked in the description, @Maxplore. Thank you for watching and subscribing. See you next time.